Hi guys, I'm back here again with a new video. In this video, I'm gonna tell you the very important topic of the programming languages, that is object oriented programming. So be ready for it. Hope you have seen all my video back on my channel. If you haven't seen that yet, then you have to go back and see all that, because basics are very important for any of programming languages to be learned. Then you have to come to OOP, that is object oriented programming. Many of friends asked me to put a video on this before some more topics, so I decided to first of all tell you what is basically the object oriented programming, what is the basic concept behind that in the most simple word that is possible for me, and then I will give you the practical explanation as well in this video, what is object oriented programming. So moving forward, why OOP? There are two types of programming. The usual one programming that we usually do is procedural programming, that is in which we have to make many programs, either they are complex or easy. We can do and can take help from any other characteristics of a programming language. But in OOP there is a systematic programming. Number one, it helps to code us with some objective. We plan in our mind that we have to get this objective from our coding, then we use OOP. It is a systematic programming. Then it reduces complexity of the program, makes code easier, and you can see the visible logic in it, why we have used the OOP. Now after telling why we use OOP, now two main terms are there in object oriented programming that you will listen most of the time, that are classes and object. Classes and object are those two terms upon which the OOP is based. So for time being you have to remember these two words. In the next slide I am gonna tell you what are these classes and object briefly. Now the next slide, what is a class? In class, we set up a template or a blueprint upon which our objects are created. As you can see in the diagram, here is my cursor, we set up a class having some characteristics. Don't take tension, I will tell everything on the practical basis in the upcoming slides, and also tell you how to structure the class. But for the time being, remember, class is a template, and object 1, object 2 and object 3 are based here on the class we have created. So we can say that objects are instances of classes. For example, I am just giving you the example here, basic example, that we want to have a car model and all the cars have same characteristic, just they differ in color, year they have been manufactured. Then we set up a template of color or year, then all the objects will have the same characteristics of that class car, but just be different in their particular color, which will be either red, blue, or 2017 or 2015. This is the basic difference, and the most beneficial is that we just have to create the template once, and then all the object will follow that template, which we call class. Now here is the most simplest example that I can give you. First of all, we have created a class car. We have given the car the characteristics, which are especially called attributes. I will tell you what they are, but for now you have to remember that car has three characteristics, that is model, its make and its color. Now I have written here red, Suzuki and Cultus for example, and all these are following the same of the attribute which our class car has, just they differ in their particular color, company and their model. So we have created once a template, then all the object 1, 2 and 3 are following the same template. Hope you have been cleared what I have explained till now. Now I am moving towards my next slide, how we create the structure of class. First of all, we use the keyword class for creating any of the class. Here I have given the example of car class, since it is a very good example to give. Then under its scope we are gonna define the body of class, in which attributes of that class comes and behaviors of that class comes. Now after clearing this, I am gonna tell you what actually the attributes are and what are the behavior of a class. So I am again taking the example of car. In the body of class, attributes are the variables which we set. I will give you practical examination, so I am mentioning it most oftenly so that you can be easy. Now attributes are something that we use to define the variable. For example, in the car, color, model, make and etc. are the attributes of the class car. While what is the difference in behavior? Behavior is the action performed. In one hand we have variables that are static, that color would not be changed, model will never be changed, make will never be changed. But in behaviors we used to set those actions which are gonna be performed, so we use function there. Basic difference is variables are static and functions are actions that are motion, have motion. So in behavior for class car, there comes the running of the car, speed of the car, or the where it is gonna stop. So these are those characteristics that are changed every time, while attributes are static. Hope you have cleared your concept up till now what I have told you. Now for giving you the best possible explanation, I will be going to my practical platform, that is PyCharm, and I will be giving you the example of how to create cars, how to set the object and some more basic terminologies of class. Now what I have told you for starting, that you have to use the class keyword, that is class. Now I am using the car name, since I am going to create a class car. Start with the capital letter car because it is very most usual form of creating a class and it will be helpful in our programming. Now in this class I am going to set the body. First I have to use def. Now you have to follow me clearly. Then underscore in it double underscore, and then I am going to give a parenthesis. Here itself comes in automatically. Then I am going to give make model, and then I am going to give it the attribute of year. Now this is my first line. What is, I have created a initializer. This init is a initializer. Now make, model and year, and you can have many more of them, are the attributes which we want to use in our class car. Okay, hope so it will be clear. Now what is self? It is a first parameter. You can use any of the keyword, but self is the most convenient to use. What is the use of self here? That it will take all the attribute which we would set and put it into a variable. I am gonna tell you how it will work. So now you have learned, for this line is the initializer and we have to set the attributes which we are gonna use in our class body. Now self dot, now I am here taking a variable again, the make. You can take car make also, and now I am taking make. Now follow the cursor. This right hand make is referencing to that make which we have set as an attribute. What it will do is, this right hand side make will give its value to this make that is present on left hand side. It can be car make or any other variable you want to use, but for our convenience I have used the make again. And self will have to get the value. This is the main purpose we have used the self. Now similarly I am going to take self dot model equal to model, and then I am going to take self dot year equal to year. They will all give or assign the value to the our variables, and then I am going to take one more thing, that is battery. So my friends, why battery comes while we haven't mentioned in the attributes? So I am not since I have not initialized it, so I have to give it a default value, that is here 200 ampere. And now, so this is our initialization and the attributes. This is the attributes. I am deleting the comment here since we have already set our default attribute, that is self.battery. Now what I am gonna do is setting up the behavior. In behavior, I have already told you we have to use the function. Now I am using a function description. You can use any of the name you wanna use, and every time you have to use the self parameter. Keep this thing in your mind while every time you are going to make a class. Now after that, I am going to take here the print, and then I am going to here define the printing of f, then double quotation, and I am going to return the print statement. The make of car is, then I am going to take car dot make whatever the value of car, then it will come here. You can see, no sorry, I have used the wrong keyword car, that is why it is we have to use the self always. Now it is okay. Then I will copy the same print statement 2 times more. Now I am gonna print that again. Now I am printing it again, but what the difference is, now I will take the model of the car, and here I will change it with the model model. Then here I am going to take the year, and here it is the year, and here also I will change the print statement. The year of the car is self.year. Now one of our function, or you can say behavior, is created. Now if you want to create a simple in which you have to use one function, then you can use move, and then self is already there. Now you can write like that, print f. I am using the formatting moment. Now I am here writing it like that. I have to use self dot model. Self dot model is moving with speed 60 km/h. Now I have created a simple behavior in here. Now one thing more I wanna tell you, that is I am gonna take another, that is display battery, and since we have used a default attribute above, so I am going to take here this battery. Now what it will do is, I am gonna change the print statement here. The battery of the car is self dot. Now I am taking here battery. Now it is alright. Now one thing more, just to tell you how to change the value of default parameter, and which we have used in the form of battery. I am making two functions, that is set battery and then self, and now here I am giving it a parameter new size. What it will do I will tell you later, and then it will print. Sorry, I am gonna paste it again. Now the battery of the car is the, no sorry, here I have to change, so I will use the self parameter, self dot battery here, and then it will be assigned what we will give the value to the new size, and then I will again use a function that is to get the battery that we have changed. Now again a self, then here I am gonna use the print statement, and here the new battery of car is self dot battery. Now till here our body of class is ready. Now what is another thing to do, that is to create the object. For that, how will be used is car1, and then I use the car, that is our class, and then here you have to give the parameter or arguments for the attributes you have set. So here I have given the make, model and year. So I am giving here, for example, Honda, and then for the make, Civic, and then I am going to define the year, that is 2017. Similarly, I will create another object with the name car2. Now the class name, and in the same way as I have given to the car1, I am gonna set the value for car2 as well. Here I am giving it Suzuki, then here I am gonna take it as a Cultus, and then I am here changing the year, that is 2015 for instance. Now we have created the object of our classes. Now another thing, that is how to assess the values or attributes and functions. For assessing the attribute, there is the usage of dot operator. How? Like that. For example, I wanna assess the make of my first car. So first of all, I will write the car1, then dot make. This will get me the make of first car, but here I have forgotten to use the print, otherwise it will be not shown on the screen. Here you go, car1 dot make. Similarly, I am writing here car2 dot year. It will show me the year of car2. Now I am gonna run that in front of you, and you will see, yes, here it is. It has shown me the first the make of car1, that is exactly Honda, and then the year of car2, that is 2015. So now what, when we have to assess the through the functions, for that again you have to do is, I am gonna take car1, and now I want to take the description. So I am here taking the description car. This was the function which we have designed in the body of our class. So I have been calling it again with usage of dot operator, and you will see what it will give you. Here you go, it has executed the function, or you can say behavior actually, that make of our first car is Honda Civic and 2017. You don't have to write in every time the print statement. Now hope so the basic concept is clear to use, but one thing more, there is always a chance of changing it. So how to change it, I am also gonna tell you in this video. First of all, I am gonna change the car1 dot make. Now we have the make of our car1 as Honda, and I want to change it with Mitsubishi. Then I am doing it by hitting directly the attribute. This method is called changing the value of attributes by hitting directly by attributes. Now car1 dot make is equal to Mitsubishi, and now what I will do is, I will call the print car1 dot make. Now you will see what happens then. First it was Honda, and the last, when I have changed it, it has shown you that Mitsubishi. But the most good advantage of using class is, it will make a copy of our change. I have made the change in only car1, so will there be change in car2? You can see here car2 dot make. Now I am gonna tell it, will it be Suzuki? Yes, here it is, because it hasn't changed the value for both of them. It will create only the copy. So this is a very much good advantage of class, and I have told you how to change the attribute value by hitting the directly attributes. But this is not the recommended value for changing any attribute value, because if we have changed the value of car1, now it has been updated and it will never go to the back, since until and unless we change it again. So we use the function that is very much better way to change the value of attributes. For example, I have actually made these two function just to tell you how to change via function. So I am gonna tell you how to do that again. First I am calling, you can see, car1 dot get battery. No, I have to check it, description battery or battery. I have already made a function that is this battery. So I will check first what is the battery, this battery, and then the parameter. Now I am calling it, you will see what the battery value is. It is showing me the default value of my car, that is 200 ampere, but now we want to change it, but through function. That is why I have created the set battery function that is right here in front of you, set battery. And one thing more, that I have used the parameter except self keyword, just because we can give our new value of battery through this parameter, which will be assigned to the battery. Now I'm gonna tell you how we will do that. That is, I'm now getting here, then car1 dot set battery. Now I am giving it a parameter, that is the set battery, that is 500 ampere. Now I will again call car1 dot, but now I will call get battery, because set battery will change the attribute value and get battery designed to show that after changing it. So I am calling the both of them, and you will see what happens then. Here you go. First it showed the battery that it was 200 ampere, then I changed the value of attribute via function to 500 ampere, and the new battery of car is 500 ampere. Now at last I am gonna tell you, has it changed the value of car2 battery? What else is gonna store to you like that? Car2 battery, here you go. Sorry, there is an error. Okay, I have this battery, and now I'm gonna tell you the result for that. Here you go. Still the value of the car2 is 200 ampere. So this is the very much powerful tool of object oriented programming. I have told you in this video how to set the classes, what are objects, what are classes, what are attributes and behaviors, what is initializer, what is the usage of self, how can we assess the attribute and functional value, and then how to create an object. And then I have already shown you how to change the value via attributes, that is not recommended, and then also I showed you how to change via function. So in spite of the fact that Python already is a very important popular programming language, but when you have the grip on the object oriented programming concept, it will be very much easier to go ahead in the field of programming, especially in Python. I have tried to give you the best which I could do for you, and hope that it would have been clear to you, and I will end my presentation here, and I hope you have liked it. If you haven't liked it, please like my video, subscribe my channel, that is TechPark. Hit the bell icon now, give me suggestion through comments, and share my videos. Thank you. That is all for now. I will come up again with some more videos. Thank you.